Morning everyone, welcome to a new video. Just starting my cycle in Thailand after crossing from Laos the day before yesterday, so it should be an interesting day. I'm quite excited. Still getting used to being on the other side of the road, which is a bit weird again. So we'll get some food, get on the road and slowly heading down towards the Cambodian border. I'm planning across just north of Siem Reap is the actual plan. Morning on the road again. Had a funny interaction yesterday leaving the hotel, but a whole pack of dogs swarmed me when I was walking down this road I'm just about to cycle down. Hi everyone, made it to the hotel. Interesting day today, completely just got like lead legs today, just so difficult at one point. I don't know, been quite pleasant cycling in Thailand. This isn't the most interesting part of Thailand, it is literally just flat farm fields. Most people who go through this region say it's not very memorable, as you probably can see. Looks like it. It's quite nice. Had a really nice evening last night with Dan and Neunen. So they invited me out yesterday, really kindly of them. So they've been chatting to me, basically messaged me like 3 months ago, said if there's any chance you're in Thailand around January, let us know and we'll meet up. And coincidentally, I literally was arriving in this area about 2 days after they got here, so we're both quite amazed about the chances of actually being able to meet up. It was a really lovely evening and they couldn't have done any more to try and help and sort things out for me while I was here. Exhaust, it's like someone's welded a dustbin. Alright everyone, just literally going a little bit back at myself to get to this hotel, because the village with all the hotels and stuff is like a 5-mile detour and I just cannot be bothered to cycle basically a 10-mile round trip to go nowhere. Again, not filmed tons today, not been much to film. Been a lot of nothing, best way to word it, just farm fields, endless farm fields. What? Huh? Chin chow. On the road again, back into the beautiful scenery of northeast Thailand. Here's a reenactment of what my last 5 days have been. Whoa, grass. Wow, there's a wall. Oh look, farm fields. Random snake, almost run that over. Oh, just stopped for a second. It's a little bit warm with the climb. Oh, I've got this neck stretch there. This is so steep. Usually at the end of every big climb there's a nice view, but at the end of this climb there's a nice view and another big climb. Sadikap. Probably laughing at me. I would be. Look at that idiot. He's got to go up that climb. Hi, 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 hi. Caution, real life crossing. Oh, this is so nice. So there's a guy on a recumbent bike, French guy, going one way. He was like, remember the ride on the right? I was like, oh yeah. So in Cambodia. This is country 19, country 20. I'm losing track now. So if you don't know who Pol Pot is, I just noticed it on the map. It's where he was cremated apparently. Cambodia, one of the worst dictators in history. I think this is grave right over there. Worth having a look. Hello. Hmm? Hello. Oh no, it's okay, I've seen it. It's alright, yeah, thank you. Sorry for the delayed response in telling you this. After that rude woman started ushering me away, I ended up going straight down this brake burner hill. But just to explain, so Pol Pot, the grave you saw there, Pol Pot was the dictator of Cambodia. If I remember correctly, it was 1975, 76, so the end of the 70s. I'll put the exact years down below. Essentially him and the Khmer Rouge, the regime he was in charge of, was a really radical communist branch, I would say the most radical, and the whole ideology essentially was to get rid of education, get rid of technology, and basically force everyone to the countryside. And if you were educated, if you was foreign, if you could speak another language, if you could sometimes even read, they would not hesitate to kill you for that. And even beyond that, even if you was just a regular person without any education or anything, they were so brutal and harsh in their ways they treated people that it ended up resulting in the deaths of about 25% to a third of this country's population in that short period of time, and obviously many very mentally scarred individuals that went through a lot of trauma at the time. So yeah, it's quite a sad history here in Cambodia, and it hasn't fully recovered since. And that was the grave of that horrific person who never really was ever held to account for his actions. Hello. 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 That's okay. Can't say I think very highly of Cambodian tarmac. Probably one of the bumpiest days I've had since Uzbekistan, I think. Bouncing around everywhere. Hello. A lot nicer here than I remember it being. It's quite modern and posh, this is it. If only I was going to the Regent Hotel, eh? Mine's not as fancy. Hi everyone, a couple of days later, so I'm going to go up and see Angkor Wat today and a few of the other surrounding temples. A bunch of different things that are built north of Siem Reap by different kings and stuff from about the 9th to the 12th, 13th and 14th centuries. It's always so nice riding the bike unloaded. It's all nice and clean. Gave it a nice wash the other day. So just in front of me, I would be behind me, but the sun's now glaring right behind me, is Angkor Wat. So it's the first one, it's the most popular one out of 1,000 or so buildings of this whole complex, built between like the 9th to the 12th century. Really pretty complex. It's to do with a lot to do with Hinduism, and it was originally like the religious capital of the area, and a lot of the kings and so forth built a lot of these temples throughout their time. So different kings built different temples. So this is one of the most famous ones, the most renowned one around the world. But there's a lot of them. It's a massive complex. So it should be an interesting one to go in and see. Just gonna have a little walk around. I'm not going to pretend to be an expert of this part of history as much as I'm a history teacher. I'm more into my modern history. Yeah, we're all good. In the middle of this woodland. So we just met Pol about 20 minutes ago on his lovely quiet little pedal bike. Here he is.
Hello.
And we literally just ended up in this woodlands. It was quite funny. We were like, where are we going? We got completely lost. But we ended up actually stumbling across, do you know the name of this temple?
Not a clue.
I don't know either. Let's have a look. So we just stumbled across the Tanai Temple. There's like no tourists or anything here, which is quite cool. Yeah, so I have a little walk around. We're going to try and get a selfie somewhere with it because I've like been awful at getting pictures. Paul's been enjoying his peaceful bike with his brakes and everything, and he needs to give it a little wash when he brings it back. Rented it for $3. So next day, had a really nice day yesterday with Luke, not Paul. We both had a laugh after because he was like trying to correct me as I was talking. And then I realised I got his name wrong just because I met someone the day before called Paul and got it all mixed up. But I had a nice day. It was funny because we ended up going off the beaten path because Luke said, oh, we'll go down here. There's a nice little path, and ended up in the woodlands. So it was quite a funny experience. But a really nice day actually exploring Angkor Wat. It's a really pretty little place to go and explore.